Unfiltered, a journey back to you. I have a very short and very sweet and thought provoking episode for you today. For those of you that are new to me and my work, I am Cynthia Jameson, leadership life coach, and today I want to dive into a question that has been rattling around in my mind since last week. Now, I attended a workshop with strategist Bonnie Wan, author and creator of The Life Brief. And here is the question: what do you want? Now, if you're anything like the leaders that I coach, new, emerging, high potential leaders, you probably just had one of these reactions. The first one is, I don't have time to sit around thinking about what I want. I have a team to support, I have projects to deliver, I have things to do. The second thing is leadership is about getting results, not wishful thinking, Cynthia. Or perhaps you're in this camp. What if I don't know what I want? Does that mean that I'm already behind? Now, listen, I get it. I used to think the same way. But here is what I have learned: clarity doesn't come from thinking harder, it comes from making space to listen. And sometimes that's making space to listen to yourself. So last Friday, I decided to take myself on something that I am calling a wanting walk. There was no agenda, there was no pressure to figure anything out. It was just me, my thoughts, and a question. What do I want? And what's worth wanting? And I want to share with you a little bit about what I discovered. So here's what is worth wanting so far, because I'm not finished. But at first, my mind did what all of our minds do. It jumped to the to do list. It replayed conversations. It tried to be productive. It tried to control. It tried to tell me what I should want, what I needed to want, what other people wanted me to want. But as I walked, something shifted. I started to notice what felt true. And here's what I know so far about what's worth wanting as a leader: more fresh air, because clarity needs space to breathe. Your best insights do not happen under fluorescent lights. More experience, because leadership isn't a title, it's a practice. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be in it. You have to be capturing these experiences and allowing yourself to just be in it. More aliveness, because if you're just going through the motions, so is your team. And no one is inspired by a leader who's just surviving. More presence, because being in the room doesn't mean you're in the room. And your team knows when you're distracted. Trust me. I've done all the things, I've seen all the things, they've seen all the things. Let's just call it for what it is. More intentional breathing, because when stress rises, most leaders speed up. But the real power, it's in the pause. More sun and more sky, because leadership requires perspective. And sometimes the best way to see a solution is to look up. More meandering to create meaning, because not everything worthwhile is on a direct path. Some of the best career moves, best ideas, best leadership moments happen when you allow yourself to explore. So, how does this connect to your leadership? Because I know what some of you are thinking. Okay, Cynthia, but how does this actually help me lead better? Here's how. If you don't know what you want, how will you guide your team or others toward what they want? If you don't make space to think, how will you make the best decisions? And if you don't let yourself explore, how will you innovate, inspire, and grow? Now, the truth is, your leadership isn't just about strategy, KPIs, or managing people. It's about how you show up. And that starts with knowing what you want and allowing yourself to want more. So, this is the invitation. What about you? What do you want? and what's worthy of wanting for you. Take yourself on a walk, not for steps, not for productivity, but to listen, to let the question move through you, to see what emerges. And remember, I don't have the full answer yet. I'm still walking with this question, but I am getting clearer. And that's why I'll keep moving forward. Not because I need an endpoint, but because this process, this way of wanting, is changing me. And I invite you to let it change you too. So thank you so much for walking with me today. And until next time, keep leading, keep exploring, and most of all, keep coming back to you. I hope that you're walking away feeling more aligned with your true self, more confident in the choices ahead, and ready to leave the safe path behind, knowing you've got everything you need within. Remember, the journey to you isn't about finding one perfect direction. It's about trusting yourself enough to explore all of it. If you're ready to dive deeper, join me for the next episode and don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss the next step on your path. I invite you to join my mailing list at www.cynthiajamesoncoach.ca, where we'll deepen our relationship and you can claim your copy of Your Inner Compass, a guide to charting your course to authenticity. Until next time, stay unfiltered, stay true, and most importantly, stay you.